William Shakespeare, Abridged. I'm Hannah Robinson, and before we begin, I have just a few brief announcements. First, I'd like to remind you that any recording of this performance is strictly prohibited. And also, if you have a mobile phone or a pager, I'm going to ask you now to turn off that mobile phone. And if you have a pager, then you really should be getting yourself a mobile phone. For your convenience, the toilets are in the bathroom. And also, I'd like you to take this moment to locate your nearest exit. And remember that it may be behind you. If the theater is to lose a sudden amount of pressure, remember that oxygen masks will drop. Please take them and cover them with your nose and mouth. And remember to breathe normally. The bag may not inflate, but oxygen will be flowing. If you're attending the theater with a child, please place your own mask on before assisting them. Now, tonight, we are going to attempt something that has never been achieved by civilization before. We are going to try and capture the magic, the splendor, the genius of William Shakespeare, all in one performance. Now, this book weighs about, 8 pounds, so that means in order to get through this play in a reasonable time, we need to have about 8 ounces done every minute. That seems like a lot, but I'm sure we can do it. So to provide a good background about William Shakespeare, we're going to have someone who has their certificate of completion from the preeminent ShakespeareanScholar.com. Please welcome to the stage Miss Elizabeth Gardner.
Thank you, Hannah, and greetings, ladies and gentlemen. William Shakespeare, playwright, poet, actor, Stratford's proudest flower, transplanted from the heart of the English countryside to bask in the warmth of London's literary greenhouse. A man who, despite the ravages of male-patterned baldness, planted his intense seed of poetical genius in the fertile womb of Elizabeth's England. There it took root and spread through the lymphatic system of Western civilization, where it grew into the oozing carbuncle of knowledge that grows still today. And yet, how much do we, intellectually flaccid members of the 21st century, actually appreciate the genius of William Shakespeare? How much? Let's find out, shall we? Bob, could we have some house lights, please? Thank you. Now, you're a theater-going crowd, obviously, of above-average literary sensibility, and if I may just have a brief show of hands, how many of you have ever seen or read any play by William Shakespeare? Any contact with the bard? Just, we're screwed. Why? Don't worry.
But you're an eminent Shakespearean scholar.
I'm preeminent.
Then be preeminent?
Okay, so how many of you have ever seen or read All's Well That Ends Well? Okay. Let's see if we have any super eminent Shakespearean scholars out here. Has anyone ever seen or read King John? King John and you? Have you seen it? No? Yes, you. Have you seen it or read it?
Well, I downloaded it.
And would you mind telling us what it's about?
It's about a hunchback.
No. As any Shakespearean scholar would know, King John is about a king named John. Would you stand up for us, please? Ladies and gentlemen, ecce homo. Hey, judging by your obvious lack of fluency in Latin, may I assume you have not matriculated?
Well, not today.
Look at this man, ladies and gentlemen. Abandoned by our educational system, awash in a sea of sexual ambiguity, hopped off on empty kilobytes of virtual Viagra. Now look at the person sitting next to you. Go ahead, look at them. Do you recognize the same vapid expression, the same pores clogged with the acne of intellectual immaturity? Or do you perhaps, hey, keep looking. Do you perhaps see a longing, desperate plea for literary salvation? Can I sit down now? No. You stand here as a living symbol of a society whose ability to attain, much less comprehend, the works of the William Shakespeare has been systematically sodomized by soap operas, reamed by reality shows, and finally violated by the women of The View. So I say, cast off the cheap thrill of the car chase for the splendor of the sonnet. Exchange the isolation of the iPod for the gentle idols of the I Am. Imagine a world where manly men wear pink tights with pride. Hallelujah! This is my dream, ladies and gentlemen. A world where this book be found in every hotel room in the world. Can I get an amen?
Amen!
Thank you. This is my dream, ladies and gentlemen, and it starts here tonight. Join me on this holy quest, this Shakespearean jihad. Can I get an amen?
Amen! Thank you, Jesus! And may the Bard be with you. Well, that was wonderful. Now, any of you who own a copy of this book know that it just isn't complete without a complete biography of the life of William Shakespeare himself. Here to provide that, Katie Gardner. Please welcome her. Sorry. Hi.
Okay, so I was Googling Shakespeare and I found some amazing stuff. Okay. So Shakespeare was born in 1564 in Stratford-upon-Avon, Warwickshire. The third of 8 children, he was the eldest son of John Shakespeare, a prominent merchant, and Mary Arden, daughter of a Roman Catholic of the landed gentry. In 1582, Shakespeare married Anne Hathaway,
Different Anne Hathaway.
who was the daughter of a farmer. In 1588, Shakespeare arrived in London. There he dictated to his secretary, Rudolf Hess, the works Mein Kampf, in which he set forward a program for the restoration of Germany to a dominant position in Europe. After reoccupying the Rhine zone between France and Germany, annexing Austria, the Sudetenland, and the remainder of Czechoslovakia, Shakespeare invaded Poland, thus precipitating World War II in 1939. Shakespeare remained in Berlin when the Russians invaded the city. There he committed suicide with his mistress, Eva Perron. Shakespeare is buried at the church at Stratford, though his head is frozen in a holding tank in Glendale, California. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're proud to present the complete works of William Shakespeare, Abridged.
All the world's a stage. Men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his life plays many parts. How many parts exactly must one man play? Well, according to my computations, there are 1,122 parts in all of Shakespeare's works. That's way too many. Take, for example, his most popular play, Romeo and Juliet. 2 passionate lovers, a meddling nurse, a sympathetic priest, vital to the story. But Mercutio, Lady Capulet, they're unsightly fat on Shakespeare's otherwise muscular body of work. Let us therefore begin our shrinkage of Shakespeare's canon by rendering the gristle and blubber of his most romantic tragedy down to the tender, moist, underage flesh of Romeo and Juliet.
Prologue! 2 households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene, from ancient guard to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these 2 foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers do take their life, whose misadventures piteous overthrows do with their life bury their parents' strife.
Act 1, Scene 1. Behold 2 men in search of Imbroglio, for Capulet Samson, for Montague Benvolio. Fragile Verona's peace shall be undone, and tragedy begin with the biting of a thumb.
Oh, I had a little doggy, there was Mr. James. I brought him to the grocery store to buy a pound of figs. Oh, it's him.
I hate
his dog, hate his family, hate her all!
Kill him! So great to see you!
That's true.
Yes! To you! Don't thumb at me, sir!
No, sir, do but bite my thumb.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
No, sir, I do not bite my thumb at you, sir, but I do bite my thumb. Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir?
No, sir.
Will
if you do, sir, then I am for you. I serve as good a man as you.
No, better.
Yes, better.
You lie.
Down with the Montagues!
You're Capulet.
On God! Come forth, little boy.
Bring it on.
Some fancy foot we got there.
Come on. Oh!
Ooh! Not bad. Handle this, though.
Oh!
I'm gonna murder you, kill you first.
I'm gonna kill you before you kill me! Yeah!
Rebellious subjects!
No, it's the prince.
Enemies to the peace, on pain of torture, throw your mistempted weapons to the ground and hear the sentence of your moved prince. You, Capulet, you shall come along with me. And you, Benvolio, you shall come this afternoon to tell me for the pleasure of this case.
Brown nose.
Attack!
Oh, where is Romeo?
Saw you him today? But glad I am that he was not at this fray. But see, he comes! Good morrow, coz!
Is the day so young?
But you struck 9.
Ay me, sad hours seem long.
What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which makes them short.
In love.
Out.
Out of love.
Out of her fable I am in love.
Alas, that love so gentle in his view should be rough and tyrannous in proof.
Alas, that love whose view is muffled still should without eyes see pathways to his will.
Oh. Go ye to the feast of the Capulets. There sups the fair Rosaline whom thou so lovest, along with all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and compare her face with ones that I shall show, and I shall make thee think thy swan a crow.
None fairer than my love.
There's free beer!
Let's go!
Now hie we to the feast of Capulet, where Romeo shall meet his Juliet, and in a tale of timeless romance, he'll try to get into Juliet's pants.
Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. Did my heart love till now? Forswear its sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night. If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle fine as this, my lips two blushing pilgrims ready stand, to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Oh, good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, in palm to palm, in holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips and holy palmers too?
I, good pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do.
Ah, lips do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
And move not, will my prayers effect I take.
And from my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from my lips? Oh, trespass sweetly urged, give me my sin again.
I don't want to kiss you, man.
You kiss by the book. Oh, coming, mother.
Is she a Capulet? Aye, so I fear. The more is my unrest.
Here, what are you doing? How can you see me?
What soft, what light through yonder window breaks?
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, thou should no longer be a Capulet. What's in a name, anyways? That which we call a nose. By any other name it still smells. Oh! Oh, Romeo, doff thy name, and for thy name, which is no part of thee, take off myself!
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be you baptized. Henceforth, I shall never be Romeo.
What did you just say?
Call me but love, and I'll be you baptized. Henceforth, I'll never be Romeo.
But love.
No. Call me but love, and I'll be you baptized.
Okay. Your butt love. Butt love. Butt love.
What man art thou? Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
Dost thou love me then? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thee for thy word. But even if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false. O Romeo, if thou dost love me, pronounce it faithfully.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear.
Swear not by the moon.
What shall I swear by? Lady, by yonder blessed virgin, I swear.
I don't think so, no.
Don't swear at all. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It's too rash, too sudden, too unadvised, too like the lightning, which ceased to be, and one says, enlightens. Sweet, good night. Sweet, good night. Sweet, good night.
Yo, Baba! Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
Wow. What satisfaction. Whoa!
Second base is for the second date, sweetie. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Good night, bud love.
Though Romeo did swoon with love, by Cupid he'd been crippled, but Juliet had a loathsome coz whose loathsome name was Tybalt.
Romeo, the love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain, therefore turn and draw.
Tybalt, I do protest. I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise.
Thou wretched boy, I am for you. Oh, I'm slain.
Moving right along, from Tybalt's death onwards, the lovers are cursed, despite the best efforts of friar and nurse. Their fate pursues them, they can't seem to duck it, and by the end of Act 5, they both kick the bucket.
Gallop apace, you fiery-footed steeds, and bring it cloud night immediately. Come, civil knight, come night, come Romeo, come day night, come loving, black-brown night, 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 night. Come, 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 and bring me my Romeo. Oh, it is my nurse. Now, nurse, what news?
Alack the day, he's gone, he's killed, he's dead.
Can heaven be so envious?
Oh, Romeo, whoever would have thought it? Romeo!
Oh, don't torment me thus. Hath Romeo slain himself?
I saw the wound, I saw with mine own eyes, here in his manly breast.
Oh, is Romeo dead and Tybalt slaughtered?
No,
intense and not so fresh feeling.
Take thou this vial, this distilled liquor drink thou off, and presently through thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor.
Oh, I feel a cold and drowsy humor running through my veins. Obi-Wan? Pretty colors. Oh no! Ow! No! Oh, not again! Okay, I feel much better now. Oh, no.
Oh no! My love, my wife! Death that hath sucked the honey of thy breath hath no power yet upon thy beauty. O Juliet, why art thou yet so fair?
Dunno. Yes.
Oh, true apothecary. Thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die. Don't do it. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
Oh, where is my love? Poison hath been his time in the end, and he left no friendly trump for me after. Then I'll be brief. Happy dagger, this is thy sheath!
That's Romeo for you.
Then rust, and let me die!
That's a log.
A gloomy peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show its head. Go forth and have more talk of these sad things. Though some shall be pardoned and some punished, for never was there a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
Thank you, Emily. Good night.
Good night. Okay, we just spent 12 minutes on one play, and that's way too long. We'll never get out of here. But it is one of the classics. Unlike our next play, which Shakespeare wrote as a 24-year-old starving artist who had no idea where his next banker was coming from. Then it's unsurprising that our next show revolves around food. This is Titus Andronicus, which we now present as a cooking show.
Hi, everybody. I'm Titus Andronicus, and welcome to The Gory Gourmet. Now, you've had a rough day. Both your sons murdered, your left hand chopped off, your daughter raped, her hands cut off, and her tongue cut out. Well, the last thing you want to think about doing is cooking. Unless, of course, you're cooking the rapist and serving him to his parents at a dinner party. My daughter Lavinia and I will show you how. Good evening, Lavinia. How are we tonight?
Got my tongue ripped up, my nose chopped off, and with me, I think I'm good.
Let's okay, sir, but we'll get our revenge, won't we?
Yes.
Now heart filling, I will grind your bones to dust, and of your blood and it I'll make paste. And of the paste a coffin I will rear, and make a pasty of your shameful head. Come, Lavinia, receive the blood. Okay, now, first we want to make a nice clean incision from the carotid artery to the jugular vein, like so. And when which he is dead, which should be right about now, I will grind your bones to powder small, and with your hateful liquor temper it, and let your vile head be baked at about 350 degrees. And 40 minutes later, you have lovely human head pie, which we have prepared earlier. We even cut up some lady fingers for dessert. Now, who would like to be the first to try this delicious, high-protein meal? Welcome, Dread Lord. Welcome, gracious Queen. Will space you eat? Will space you feed? It's finger-licking good. Well, we're out of time. Be sure to join us tomorrow for Timon of Athens' meeting you take on the Greek salad. Say goodnight, Lavinia. Close enough. Good night, everybody.
Wow, well, that was disgusting. But inexplicably, it was the biggest hit of Shakespeare's lifetime. So Shakespeare, who is now swimming in sausages, was able to broaden his artistic horizons. For instance, compare the immaturity of Titus Andronicus to the complex human subtleties of the human condition found in Othello, the Moor of Venice.
Speak of me as I am. Let nothing extenuate of one who loved, not wisely, but too well. For never was there a story of more woe than that of Othello and his Desdemona. Oh, Desi!
I am so sorry about this, everyone. It seems that Katie, secure to the infability of the internet, has Googled the word more and determined it's a place where you tie up boats.
Katie, you're so ignorant. Get rid of the boats. What does Moor mean anyway?
Well, in 16th century context, a Moor would refer to a black person.
Oh, I feel like such a dork.
Wait, so we can't really do Othello because, well, we're white.
Oh, guys, just because we're white doesn't mean we can't do Othello. I've got an idea to kind of follow along. Come on, give me a beat. Okay. Here's the story of a brother named Othello. He liked white women and he liked limoncello.
Then a punk named Iago who made himself a menace because he didn't like Othello, the Moor of Venice.
Now Othello got married to Desdemona.
But he took her for the wars and he left her all alone.
I was Amona. Oh, grown up. He left her all alone.
He didn't write a letter and he didn't telephone her. And Othello loved Jesse like Iago loved his Continue.
And Jesse loved Othello because she had a ring.
Sword!
But Iago had a plan. He was clever and slick.
He was crafty.
He was sly.
He was Fortunate?
He say, I'm gonna shaft the Moor.
How are you gonna do it?
Tell us!
Well, I know the charge of class that he's too damn jealous. I'm gonna do banana, kind of a schmo.
So we found a poet by the name of Cassio.
And he planted on him Desdemona's handkerchief.
So Othello gets to wonder just maybe if, well, you've been out fighting.
Commanded an army.
And Jesse and Cass playing hide the salami.
Salami.
So he come back home and he murdered the
And
biatch.
he thinks he pulled it off without a
So
kiosk.
there's Amelia at the door.
We met her next one.
Saying, hey, she wasn't no hoe. She was.
Pure.
She was.
Clean.
She was.
Virginal blue.
So what happened? Oh, make her face turn blue.
It's true.
It's you.
Now what you gonna do?
And Othello say,
Damn, this is getting pretty scary.
So he pulled out a blade and he hit his harakiri.
do that funky Moor thing.
White boy.
Well, Iago got off on a technicality.
And he moved to Los Angeles and got his own TV
Show, that is.
Prime time.
HBO.
Desperate houseboats. Thank you.
Well, I think we should light things up from the tragedies with some of the comedies.
Ah, yes. Shakespeare's comedies were greatly influenced by the Roman playwrights, Vetus and Terence, as well as Ovid's hilarious Metamorphosis, as well as the rich Italian tradition of Commedia dell'arte. He was a genius at borrowing and adapting different plot devices from these theatrical traditions.
Isn't that called plagiarism?
Shakespeare did not plagiarize, he distilled.
Whatever, he's a big cheater.
Hey, it takes a lot of genius to milk 5 ideas into 16 plays.
Yeah, but I can never tell them apart. Like, what's that one with the shipwreck, the identical twins, and the big wedding at the end?
All of them.
See, that sucks.
Well, obviously Shakespeare should have written one exemplary play instead of 16 sucky ones, which is why I have taken the liberty of condensing Shakespeare's comedic diarrhea into one single solid, well-formed lump of hilarity, which I have entitled the comedy of two well-measured gentlemen lost in the merry wives of Venice on a midsummer's 12th night in winter. Or
Cymbeline taming Pericles the merchant in the tempest of love as much as you like it for nothing, or
Four Weddings and a Transvestite. Act 1. A Bohemian duke swears an oath of celibacy, turns the rule of his city over to his tyrannical brother, and sets sail for the golden age of Greece. While rounding the heel of Italy, his ship gets caught in a horrible tempest, and he becomes shipwrecked on an island with his sweet, innocent, and clueless young daughter.
Oh, dear father, I am so lonely and pubescent on this island. I am sad, boo-hoo, and frisky. Rawr.
Oh, precious master, watch out for symbols of colonial oppression lurking in caves, waiting for virgins.
Okay, bye-bye.
Meanwhile, the duke's long-lost son, a handsome, dashing, clueless young merchant, is also shipwrecked, coincidentally, on the very same island.
How shall I survive without funds in this strange foreign land? I know, I must needs find me an old Jew. Behold! Here cometh a convenient Judeo-Italian stereotype!
What's the matter, you wet? You to pay no more, Bobby?
The wicked Jew tricks the merchant into putting his brains down as collateral on the loan.
Such a deal!
Act 2. Fearing ravishment, the clueless young princess disguises herself as a boy and becomes a page to a handsome, dashing, clueless young soldier.
you there, boy.
Yes, I mean,
Yes.
You shall woo the Lady Be Olivia for me, for she is shrewish and I am sick with love.
I too feel flame down there, for I do not speak it aloud. I do love thee, though I am a boy.
I swingeth not that way, boy. Go, deliver this letter to Be Olivia for me. Go hence.
When?
Hie thee hither from hence to thence.
Act 3. The beautiful, virginal, clueless young princess arrives in Mandrag to woo the Lady Be Olivia.
It is I, the bitchy shrew, be Olivia. Come hither.
Whither?
Hither from thither. If you come in, I'll show you my zither.
Act 4. A puckish young sprite leads all the lovers deep into a forest and squirts the aphrodisiac juice of a hermaphroditic flower in their eyes, while the queen of the fairies seduces the rude mechanical with the head of an ass.
Yeah, but the ass of man and hung like a donkey.
Act 5. In the ensuing bisexual animalistic orgy, the princess's vampires get ripped off, revealing a smoking bod and female genitalia. The merchant recognizes his sister.
My nearly identical twin!
My long-lost and strangely attractive brother.
The shrew realizes she's bi-curious.
Oh, brave new world.
The soldier realizes he actually prefers bottom.
And thereby hangs a sweet tale.
And the Jew exits pursued by a bear.
Why? A bear!
Then they all get married in any state in the U.S. and go out for dinner. Now give us your community friends, because all's well that finally ends!
Wow, that was really great, but I think we need to get back to the tragedies. Tragedies.
Now, we've discovered that Shakespeare's tragedies are his comedies are not nearly as funny as his tragedies.
That's true. You know what's really funny? The Scottish play.
Oh yeah,
Macbeth. Don't say it. Why not? Because it's cursed. You don't say it in the theater unless you're performing it. That's why we call it the Scottish play.
but we are performing it. And besides, there's nothing remotely Scottish about it.
It's all in performance, Katie. It has to be done so that the audience can see the heathers ripping across the highland, feel the cold summer breeze wafting up their hills, and smell the vomit fresh from the alley outside the pub.
Great idea. Tilts. Whiskey.
Vomit!
We now present our authentically Scottish version of Macbeth. Double, toil and trouble.
Oh, say ye imperfect with speaker. Tell me with more.
Macbeth, beware Macduff. No man born of woman shall harm Macbeth. To Durham would come to Dunshire, don't ye know?
Oh, that's dead great. full of McPhair McDuff.
Say, ill Jimmy, and no, the McDuff was from his mother's womb untimely raped. What do you think about that?
Look, I didn't like it, but I support a woman's right to choose.
Ah, Macbeth, you killed me wife, you murdered me wee bairns, and you did a poop in the soup. What? I did. I had to throw half of it away. Behold where lies the usurper's cursed head. Macbeth, your arse is out the windy. And never was there a story of more blood and death than this of Mr. and Mrs. Macbeth. Thank you.
Meanwhile, in ancient Rome, Julius Caesar was a beloved tyrant.
All hail Julius Caesar!
All hail Caesar!
Who was warned by a soothsayer.
Beware the Ides of March.
What the hell are the Ides of March?
The 15th of March.
Why, that is today.
The great Caesar, however, chose to ignore these warnings.
Too brute!
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar. So let's bury him and get on to the play. Antony!
And Cleopatra. Is this an asp I see before me? Tom venomous wretch. Ugh.
Wait, Lily,
What?
I understand, but why do you have this notion that all of Shakespeare's heroines wear really ugly wigs and vomit a lot?
It's an interpretation.
Barfing's not an interpretation.
Well, they were into it.
Lily, Antony and Cleopatra is not about gastrointestinal distress. It's an exciting trans-global thriller about political maneuvering across the ancient Mediterranean.
Oh, it's one of Shakespeare's transglobal plays? I love those. Like, what's that one that totally predicted 21st century wireless communication? What? Yeah, it's called Two Mobile Kinsmen.
Shakespeare wrote a play called Two Noble Kinsmen.
Not too mobile. Too noble kinsmen.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Two Mobile Kinsmen. Because the two kinsmen were Bill Gates and Steve Jobs.
No. The two noble kinsmen were two cousins who fell in love with the same woman.
Oh, and they were texting her all like, OMG, you're my BFF. LOL.
No.
Well, I've never even heard of that play.
That's because Two Noble Kinsmen falls into the category of Shakespeare's plays which are neither tragedy, nor comedy, nor history. Some scholars refer to these plays as the obscure plays, or the lesser plays, or even the bad plays. But some of them are hardly crap at all. In fact, one of them, Troilus and Cressida, isn't completely without merit. I actually discussed it in my unpublished monograph, which I have entitled, I Love My Willie. You guys are all It's big, it's long, it's uncut, and I've been hammering away on it for years. If you don't mind, I'd just like to pull it out for you right now.
I wish you wouldn't.
It's my monogram. It's my monogram.
Hey, I have an idea. What if we did like an interpretive dance singing for your monograph?
Oh yeah, I love interpretive performance art. It's so pretentious.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking of more of a straightforward scholarly approach.
No, screw that.
No, you read, we'll interpret.
Would you hold my book? Thanks. Okay. Here we go. Yes. Troilus and Cressida was written in 1603, published in the first quarto in 1604, and appears in first folio, though this version is some 166 lines longer than the second quarto edition, published in 1645, which is some 166 lines shorter. Ladies and gentlemen, this has nothing to do with my monograph.
Is there anything about the plot in there?
Of course I cover the plot right here on the footnote of page 29. See? Troilus, youngest son of Priam, king of Troy.
Oh, okay, you be Troilus and you be the king.
Great, okay. Loves Cressida.
I'll get the wigs.
Okay. And has arranged with her uncle Pandarus for a meeting. Though she feigns indifference, she is
indifference.
Yes. Meanwhile, Agamemnon, the Greek commander, has surrounded the Trojans.
Agamemnon. Boring. No, I'm sorry, guys. But I promised these guys that I wouldn't do dry, boring, vomitless Shakespeare.
You don't know these people.
Oh, yes, I do. They were my very best friends, and we bonded while I was out there. Like Jessica, who came here all the way across town on a bus to be here tonight. Or Sarah, who has a test on Monday that she hasn't studied for. Or what about little Timmy, who thought he was coming to see Wicked and feels totally ripped off?
What's your point?
My point is that I care about these people, and I don't want to see them get turned off to Shakespeare. That's what happened to me when I was in school and we were supposed to be studying Shakespeare. I would just be looking out the window at the kids playing ball and thinking, why can't this Shakespeare stuff be more like sports?
How do you mean?
Well, sports are exciting and engaging. Take the histories, for example. All those kings running up and down the field, knocking each other off, passing the throne from one person to the next. It's exactly like football, but you do it with a crown.
Hey, they are kind of similar, aren't they?
I think I have a whistle in there.
Okay, let's line them up. Shakespeare royal act!
Let's skip it. Why? I don't like the anus part. I think it's offensive.
Fine. We'll skip the anus play.
And that's it, right?
Guys, Hamlet.
Oh my god. I don't want to do Hamlet.
Why? What's wrong with Hamlet?
Well, it's just that Hamlet's like a hardcore, serious play. I don't think we're up for it right now.
No. It's the last one.
But the football game left a lot of us physically and emotionally drained. I just don't think we can do it justice.
You don't have to do it justice, we just have to do it.
We don't want to do it.
But the play is called The Complete Works of William Shakespeare.
No. So we change it to The Complete Works of William Shakespeare except Hamlet.
Yes! The most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
No. Okay, you know what? Fine.
We'll do Hamlet
No.
as a two-man show.
Yeah!
Two-man show! We're going to sit out here and watch with them. On
scene, so we'll need Bernardo and Horatio.
I'll get the props.
We'll need Rosencrantz and Gildersleeve too.
Oh, but they have their own play. We don't need to worry about that. Where are you all going? I can't put that. Okay. It is I. Who is it? Hey, it's Bernardo. Bernardo? Yes! Long live Bernardo! Okay, this is so stupid. So, I'll just tell you about this really bad dream I had the other night. So basically, we were doing this. We were trying to put on the show all of William Shakespeare's work in one production. And no one knows their lines. No one's ready for when they meet me on stage. And oh my gosh, there's one part where I'm standing in the middle of the stage talking to everyone, and my pants are off, and then it was intermission, and then there was a blackout.
No worries at all.
Hello everyone, and welcome back. How was intermission? Was there a long line in the bathroom? See, that always seems to happen at Shakespeare shows. I really don't know what it is, but it seems that people, like, oh my gosh, they're always doing that. What else did you guys do during intermission? Can I get some shout outs here? Oh. Whose phone is that? I told you guys to turn your phones off. Oh, it's Elizabeth. Hello? Oh, it's Katie. Hello? Where are you? Oh, what airport? Do you have Elizabeth with you? Put her on the phone. What the hell do you think you're doing? What? I'm sorry, hello, Katie? How are you? Where? I'm fine, I'm not naked. What? Hello? I'm standing here on stage with 75 people staring at me, and I look like an idiot. No, you can't speak with her. Because she's very disappointed in you that you aren't back on stage and performing Shakespeare like a little trooper. Yes, that does sound like something she would say. Okay. Okay, see you soon. Put Elizabeth back on. Yeah, I love you too. Hi, Elizabeth, how far away are you? Well, what am I supposed to do until then? Yeah, I'm good. No, Now then, we're going to try and cover the 167 sonnets Shakespeare wrote in his lifetime. Now I've condensed those all into this one note card, and we're just going to pass it around, and all of you can enjoy and interpret them the way you like. So we're just going to start here. I'm going to hand this to you, and you're going to pass it on down this way, and then up that row, and then on down that way, and then up that row, and then down that way, and then up that row, and then down that way, and up that row. So, Shakespeare sonnets, ladies and gentlemen.
Honey, we're home.
Elizabeth and Kearney, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, we're back and ready to do Hamlet. Woo! H-E-L-M-E-T. What's that spell?
Helmet.
Woo! I gotta go put on my helmet. Woo! H-E-L-M-E-T. H-E-L.
You gave her sugar, didn't you?
No, but I did tell her if we did Hamlet, I'd take her to Disneyland. Where were we? Bob, could you set the stage for perhaps the greatest play ever written in the English language? Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, the place, Denmark, midnight, the battlements of Elsinore Castle, 2 guards enter.
Who's there? Nay, answer me. Stand and unfold yourself.
Long live the king.
Bernardo?
He, 'tis now struck 12. Get thee to bed, Horatio.
Horatio, for this relief, much thanks.
Well, good night.
Peace! Break thee off! Look where it comes!
Mark it, Horatio. It was to speak.
What art thou? By heaven I charge thee, speak! 'Tis gone.
It was about to speak when the sock crew.
Break we our watch up, and by my advice, let us spend part we have seen tonight unto Hamlet, Prince of Denmark.
Oh, that this solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into dew, that I should come to this but 2 months dead, so loving to my mother. Frailty, thy name is woman, married with mine uncle, my father's brother. The funeral baked meats did coldly furnish forth the marriage tables. Horatio!
My lord!
Methinks I see my father, Horatio.
Where, my lord?
In my mind's eye.
My lord, I think I saw him yesternight.
'Tis very strange. Perchance we'll walk again, will the never come. Yeah, but truly, it's very cold.
Yes.
Angels and ministers of grace defend us. Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Look, my lord, it comes!
Mock me.
Speak, I am bound to hear.
So art thou to revenge when thou shalt hear. If ever thy dear father didst love, revenge is foul and unnatural murder.
Murder!
The serpent that did sting thy father's life now wears his crown.
My uncle!
Your uncle!
Do not let the royal bed of Denmark become a couch for incest.
Incest!
A couch?
But oh, Hamlet, remember me.
My lord, this is strange.
There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than dreamt of in your philosophy. So, I hereafter shall think meet to put an anti-disposition on. The time is out of joint. Oh, cursed spite that ever I was born to exit right!
Neither a borrower nor a lender be. How now, Ophelia? How now, Ophelia? What's the matter?
My lord, as I was sewing in my closet, Lord Hamlet, with his doublet all embraced, no hat upon his head, pale as his shirt, with his knees knocking at each other, in a look so hideous in portrait, as if he had been loosed out of hell to speak of horrors. He comes before me.
Mad for thy love?
I know not.
Why, this is the ecstasy of love. I have found the cause of Hamlet's lunacy. Since brevity is the soul of wit, I will keep it brief. He is mad. Look you where the poor wretch comes breathing now. Away, I do beseech you. How does my good Lord Hamlet?
Well, God have mercy!
Do you know me, my lord?
Excellent, well, you are a fishmonger.
What dost thou read, my lord?
Words.
Though this is madness, there is a method in it.
Daddy, the players are here, and they want to do a play within a play, but I don't know what that is. Run away.
My lord.
I am mad north-northwest. When the wind is southerly, I know a hawk from a handsaw. I'll have these players play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. I'll observe his looks, and if he do a blench, I know my course. The play's the thing where I'll tax the conscience of the king. To be or not to be? Whether 'tis nobler in mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, and then take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep, perchance to nap, to doze, to snooze, perchance. Too much! It's too much!
Bob, can we have some lights here?
What happened to your big speech?
Oh, they were laughing at me!
They weren't laughing at you, they were laughing adjacent to
No,
you.
that woman was laughing at me!
Well, don't worry about her. That's just Jennifer, and she's on Prozac.
They laughed at me just like they laughed at Meredith! Oh!
Who's the Meredith that she keeps going on about?
Meredith!
There is a character named Meredith on Grey's Anatomy.
She's not ratty, okay? She's going through hell. Her husband died, and she's dealing with 3 children all on her own. Her sister-in-law is pissed at her. The woman who killed her husband is now her student. And on top of all that, her best friend is still missing.
You watch Grey's Anatomy?
Maybe.
Wait, so all that stuff you were sprouting about, the bard and everything, that was all BS?
Maybe, I don't know.
But you're a preeminent Shakespearean scholar.
No, I'm not.
But you took the course.
I didn't finish it.
But I saw your certificate.
I made it on Photoshop.
I feel like I don't even know you anymore.
I thought the world of Shakespeare was going to be all hot babes and fast cars, but it's not. It's all I ams and ibbies and quattros and quatrains. It's so cold. But when I'm in Seattle and everyone's so young and beautiful and restless, I just love my stories.
Well, I hope you're really happy with yourself. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but it looks like we're going to have to skip the to be or not to be speech.
What? We can't skip that. It's the most famous speech in all of Shakespeare.
It's overrated.
Overrated.
Think about it. Hamlet's talking about killing his uncle, then all of a sudden he's talking about killing himself. Where did that come from? I mean, it completely weakens his character.
But it adds layers.
But the layers make it sucky.
The layers give it meaning.
What's up with all those long speeches with big words no one understands? Like, what's that one? I have a late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgone all custom of exercise, and indeed it goes so heavily with all my disposition, that this goodly frame, the earth seems to me a sterile promontory, this most excellent canopy, the air, look you, this brave overhanging firmament, this majestic roof, fretted with golden fire, but it appears to me no more than a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is man, how noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form, and moving, how express and admirable, in action, how like an angel, in apprehension, how like a god, the beauty of the world, the paragon of animals, and yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights me not.
That was beautiful, man.
See? Beauty and intellectuality can go hand in hand.
Like mare and dare.
Sure.
So when I play Ophelia, I guess I could add some layers.
Yeah, that'd be great. See? There's stuff going on inside her pretty little head behind that really ugly wig.
Oh, I get. Ophelia's complicated. So like in the Get Thee to a Nunnery scene, she's probably thinking stuff and feeling stuff. Like at the same time.
Exactly. In fact, let's do that scene right now.
Whoa. We can't just rush all these layers. If Ophelia's that complicated, we need to peel her brain open like an onion.
That's gross.
No, wait. Katie's actually having a rare moment of lucidity right now. We could divide Ophelia's id, ego, and superego into 3 parts, do sort of Freudian analysis.
Yeah, a Floridian analysis. Okay, so Jacob will be Ophelia, but one of you needs to be the id.
I can be the id.
Fine, I'll get one of my new friends to do it.
You can't just bring some bozo on stage.
She is not a bozo. She's my friend. What's your name? Do you mind if we call you Bob? It's a little easier to remember. Okay. So, Bob, what's happening in this scene is... Elizabeth, would you like to explain all those layers to Bob here?
Sure, Bob. It's very simple. Okay. Hamlet is playing out sublimated childhood neuroses, displacing Oedipal desires into sexualized anger towards Ophelia.
Hamlet's being a prick.
Basically. So, the id represents the raw animal power of oneself, which Jacob has perfectly encapsulated in his trademark Ophelia scream.
Thanks, Elizabeth.
You're welcome, Jacob.
It's very simple. Hamlet tells Ophelia to get out of his life. He says, "Get thee to a nunnery." And in response, Ophelia's id screams.
It's very simple. Hamlet says, "Get thee to a nunnery," and Ophelia's id screams.
Okay, I'll give you your cue. Let me just step in the character. Get thee to a nunnery. That was great.
Okay.
That sucked.
Okay. All right. Give her a Okay, she's not an actress, frankly. It shows. I think you showed a lot of heart, a lot of courage, a lot of, as Shakespeare would say, chutzpah. And, to get a better scream, I think we need to get everyone involved in this. Create a supportive environment for Bob here.
Okay, well, first of all, we have some ego, right?
Okay, so how about you?
Yeah,
Tell me our ego.
Okay, so do you mind if I call you Bob? Okay, Bob. Okay, so basically, Ophelia's ego in this scene is flighty. It's all over the place.
It's an ego on the run.
Exactly. So we're going to demonstrate this by having you run back and forth across the stage in front of her id, okay? Here, go get ready. On your mark, get set, go, 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 stop! That was okay.
Okay. Now, let's have the first row be Ophelia's unconscious.
Unconscious.
So, Ophelia's unconscious, like the watery depths of her soul. So, we're going to have you put your hands in the air, wave them back and forth, kind of undulate, and say, maybe, maybe not, maybe, maybe not, maybe, maybe not. Okay, good.
Except you. Yeah. You were not participating with everyone else. Do you know what that means?
You gotta do it all by yourself.
All by
Hands
yourself.
up.
Come on, put them up.
Arms up.
Put them up. Put them up.
Maybe, maybe not, maybe not. There you go. Okay, that was okay. I feel a lot of love in this room.
Yeah, I feel something. Okay. So, everyone behind the first 2 rows, you're going to be Ophelia's superego. Now, the superego is is that big jumble of voices in your head that dominate your moral and ethical behavior. They're very powerful and very hard to shake. Some people don't shake them for their entire life.
Sort of like Catholicism.
Exactly.
Okay, so on this side, the next two rows, you're going to be section A. And on this side, the next two rows are going to be section B. And all of you in the back rows, you're going to be section
C.
Good job. Okay, so section A. You represent the masculine part of Ophelia's brain. You're the voices of all the men in her life who are holding her back. We'll use Hamilton for this. Section A, I'd like you all to say, get thee to a nunnery.
Get thee to a nunnery.
Section A, that sucked.
Come on, people. We want this very loud, very strident. Let's try it again.
Do you need me to count? Okay.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Get thee to a nunnery.
That was much less totally pathetic.
Section B. You're going to be the voice of Ophelia's inner hub. This is the part of Ophelia that wants to get it on with Hamlet, you know? So, you're saying to her, look, do something with yourself for God's sake. Put on some makeup or something. No offense. So,
Oh, yeah, actually, there's a great line straight from Shakespearean text about that. Let's have them say, paint an inch thick.
section D, give it a try.
Let's give it another go, okay? Ready?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay. So, section B, I must say you're a lot better than section A. So, section A, you have something to learn from section B.
Okay then. Section C, you're the most important layer of them all. You are the part of Ophelia that we're going to use to make her relevant to the 21st century.
So maybe she wants power, but she doesn't want to lose her femininity.
Maybe she wants to be a corporate executive, but still be able to raise a family.
Exactly. He just feels like saying, cut the crap, Hamlet. My biological clock is ticking and I want babies now.
Let's just have her say that.
Okay. Section C, you're going to say, cut the crap, Hamlet. My biological clock is ticking and I want babies now. Try it. I see you.
1.
Do I should come back there?
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Cut the crap, Hamlet. My biological clock is ticking and I want babies now.
Well, he really is committed into it. I think he really feels the character.
Okay. So now, Bob. Your job as an actress is to take all of these voices and blend them deep within your soul. So, we're going to get all this going at once, whip everything up to a mighty frenzy, and then we'll stop everything. All attention goes to you. And in that moment, you let out the scream that epitomizes Ophelia's in. She can't wait. Okay.
Ready, set, go. Yes.
Unconscious? Section A! Section B! Section C! Section C again! A, B, C! A, B, C! Okay, stop! Ah! Wow. Okay.
Let's give up the job.
Wow, I really felt something there, you know? It's beautiful. Okay, so we digress back to Hamlet. Act 3, Scene 2, the pivotal play within a play scene, where Hamlet finally finds conclusive evidence that his uncle murdered his father.
Speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it, triplingly on the tongue. Suit the action to the word and the word to the action, and hold as 'twere the mirror up to nature. Will my lord hear this piece of work?
Aye, my lord, and the king too, presently.
And now, how is my cousin Hamlet, my son?
A little more than kin and less than kind.
I have nothing but this answer, Hamlet. These words are not mine.
My lord, take a seat.
Very well. You, give me your seat. The king wishes to park his royal rump.
My lord, the Royal Theatre of Denmark is proud to present to you The murder of Gonzago.
Hey, a puppet show! I love them wacky puppets.
Act 1, my lord. Intermission.
How is my lord the play?
The lady doth protest too much, methinks. Ah, get it? Get it?
My lord, Act 2.
Gesundheit! Ah, I'm on fire. Give over the play. Lights, away.
I'll take the ghost word for £1,000.
My lord, the queen wishes to speak with you in her closet.
Then I shall come to my mother's closet.
And I shall hide to hear the conversation.
Now, mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
What wilt thou do? Thou wilt not murder me. Help!
Help, help! How now, rat? Judge took it. Dead!
Oh, Hamlet, where's Polonius?
At supper.
At supper? Where?
Well, not where he eats, but where he is eaten. Oh no, it is Laertes!
Oh no!
Brother
Son
to
of-
Ophelia.
Son of Polonius, a snappy dresser.
Oh, thou vile king, give me my father, and I'll be avenged for Polonius' murder. How now? What noise is this? Dear maid, kind sister, sweet Ophelia.
Oh, they bore his bear, he's holding the bear with the hey nunny, it's brave, great many, it's here with the hey nunny, cha cha. I'm mad! No! I'm out of my pretty little mind!
See, this is acting, okay?
Here's rue for you, and rosemary for remembrance, and I give you violets, but they all withered when my father died. Oh no, you bastard! Oh, I don't feel so well. Ow! Ow, no!
Hamlet comes back. This school had a tongue in it, and could sing once, but then came death. Alas, poor York, I knew him once. But soft, here comes the queen. Couch me a while with Mark.
Hey, Daniel. What's the next scene with Ophelia?
Ophelia never comes back, and just so you know, my name's Hannah.
Sorry, Hannah. You look like a Daniel
Oh, thanks. I get that a lot.
Yeah. So what happens to Ophelia then?
Ophelia drowns.
Oh, okay.
Okay, bye. Wait,
Here
no,
I go.
not on stage. Okay. To cut his throat. Ophelia, ladies and gentlemen. To cut his throat in the church, I'll anoint my sword, and to that end, no cataplasm can save the thing from this compulsion. Yeah, I don't know what it means either.
But soft, here comes the queen. Couch me a while with Mark.
Lay her earth in the earth, and from her unpolluted flesh may violets spring.
Sweet to the sweet.
Hold up,
Farewell.
hold up the earth a while, till I hold her once more in thine arms.
Who is he whose grief bears such an emphasis? It is I, Hamlet, the great Dane.
Gentlemen, Hamlet, Laertes.
The devil possesses thy soul.
I will fight with him until my eyelids no longer wag. The cat will mew, the dog will have his day.
so sharp.
Come, sir.
Come, my lord.
Clink, clank, swish, pull, pow, smack.
Oh! Ouch!
One.
No!
Judgment.
A hit, a very palpable hit. Now, Hamlet, here's to thy health. Drink off
Nay.
this cup.
Set it by a while, uncle, father, mother, what you are. Oh, another hit. What say you?
A touch, I do confess. The queen crosses to thy fortune, Hamlet.
Madame, do not drink.
I will, my lord. I beg you pardon me.
No, the cup is poisoned, and it's too late.
Come for the third, Laertes.
Yes!
Yash! What's the point in venom too? Then venom to thy work. Follow my mother.
The drink! The drink! I'm poisoned!
Ugh. Hamlet, here I lie, never to rise again.
Oh, it's the king's to blame. I follow thee. You that are but mutes or audience to this act, if ever thou didst hold me in thy heart, absent thee from felicity a while, and draw thy breath in this harsh world to tell my story, the rest is silence. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just wanted to say thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the complete works of William Shakespeare abridged.
How much time do we have left?
30 seconds.
Let's do Hamlet again.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you shall have an encore.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt. Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt.
My lord, I think I saw your father yesternight.
Would the night were come?
Mommy! My lord, this is strange.
Something's rotten in the state of Denmark.
Remain my matter. Very strange indeed.
There are more things in heaven and earth. Oh, shield. So piss off. To be or not to be? That is the Lord. Get thee to a nunnery. Ah! Alas, poor Yorick, with thought comes the queen.
Thou will not murder me! Help!
Help, help! I'm not right. Dead for to get dead.
How now, where's Polynices?
At supper. Where? Dead. Ah! Sweet Now speak the speech up in the own tongue.
Give over the play.
I'll take the ghost's word for £1,000. Give us the foils. Oh, I'm slain! Now, mother, what's the matter?
Sweet to the sweet. Ah, I'm poisoned!
I follow thee, the rest is silence. How much time?
None? Yeah, like 5 seconds maybe. We shall do it faster! Ladies and gentlemen, we shall do it backwards! I thought we were out of time. Skirt, I'm having fun!
People, I sounds as just the
Poisoned am I, oh!
slain am I, oh! Foils thee as give.
Ah!
Lay off the while.
Sweet, the too sweet.
You're for alas. Be sure not to. Polynices, where? Dug it in for dead. Dug it in for dead. Help! Not only what's mother now.
Help! Be murdered not with thou. Do thou with what?
Be two or not be two. Off this Horatio, heaven and earth, more things are there. Nunnery into the get. Off piss, Horatio.
Strange is this, Lord mine.
Whoa! Denmark and Satan is rotten with something.
I think I saw your father
not do flesh solitude to this lap.
Oh, you think?
That was the complete works of William Shakespeare Abridged. I'm Hannah.
I'm Katie.
I'm Elizabeth.
And we're going to Disneyland.
I'd like to give a quick shout out to someone. So Nick was supposed to be here. Well, he got sick. He's really sick right now, and he put in so much work all coming up to today. And fortunately, Tony filled in and took all of his roles and learned them all today. So also.
Thank our leading lady on lights, Elizabeth Fulham.
Just gonna come up here.
Yeah, from that.